Factorio is getting this massive expansion called Space Age, along with a free update to version 2.0. The expansion's price is $35 and is supposed to be at least as substantial as the base game. The main idea of Space Age is that you are continuing your journey after launching rockets into space. There are new planets, each with its own unique challenges and resources. In particular, these 4 new planets are called Vulcanus, Fulgora, Gleba, and Aquilo. Each one has its own theme and gameplay mechanics. More on them in a bit. They have added a ton of new buildings. There's stuff like agricultural towers for harvesting trees, asteroid collectors, big mining drills, a fusion reactor and generator for plasma generation and conversion. Then of course the space platform hub that acts as your central unit for space platforms, and much more like railguns and rocket turrets. Now, a significant addition are space platforms. Not only can you use them to travel between planets, but they are player-built surfaces that act as flying factories that have 2 main purposes: interplanetary transportation for both the player and items, and they serve as production facilities in space. You can expand the platform by adding more tiles and structures. The platform must be equipped with defensive turrets, because larger asteroids can be a threat. Let's talk about the planets. Vulcanus is a volcanic world with lava, and lava is useful as it gives you iron, copper and stone. But there are more resources here, like coal and tungsten. There is no water, so you have to get creative with sulfuric acid and calcite to make some. This planet features enemies like demolishers. Fulgora is a desert planet that gets hit by lightning storms at night. These storms will damage buildings that are not protected by the new lightning rods. It can kill you as well if you don't seek shelter. The main resource here is scrap, which you can recycle into various products. Gleba is a swampy forest planet. There's a whole system of harvesting fruits, processing them, and dealing with spoilage. Some new enemies are, for example, the pentapods. Aquilo is this frozen ocean planet covered in liquid ammonia. It's the last planet you can visit and pretty challenging. You have to deal with extreme cold, so you need to heat your buildings to keep them working. They have added quality, which is like a vertical progression system. Items can have different quality tiers that affect their stats. The expansion includes elevated rails. As the name suggests, these are very useful for crossing over existing infrastructure or also water. As for the free 2.0 update, there is first and foremost a ton of quality of life updates. They have made blueprints much better, with features like automatic landfill placement and the ability to flip buildings that were not flip-able before. There are massive improvements for the train systems. The user interface has seen quite a bit of love. The fluid system has been completely redone. Connected pipes and tanks form fluid segments, where liquid moves instantly within the segment. And they have made a bunch of changes to the circuit network, like more buildings can connect to it. And they added a new display panel that can show custom messages and any icon of your choice. There are a bunch of smaller tweaks, like adjusted recipes, improved pathfinding, combat balancing, and improvements to the late-game vehicle, Spidertron. Of course, there is more, given a playthrough is expected to last approximately 60 to 100 hours. But this is what I found to be interesting and significant. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.